Welcome back to Deadfire, my friends, and we're looking at the Wakara Reef, because we should map the West Wakara Reef. Now, I don't know exactly where that is, because this is a blind playthrough, so we'll just derp around and see if we can find something. Is there another reef here that's called the West Wakara Reef? We'll test that first. Then we'll go back to the Wakara Reef and actually look at these islands there and see what we can explore. Here we go. Woo! There's something here. Is that the West Wakara Reef? I'm actually not sure, but we'll go into this island, of course. When we're here, we're here. There's a burial site. While wandering the Deadfire countryside, you stumble upon a site used frequently for ritual cremations. Beside the flat expanse of earth, where a pyre might have been, sits a small crypt full of beautiful baskets containing cremated remains. Yeah, we'll search, of course. And we'll keep searching until we find everything. Now let's go to that, whatever that is. The Ozark Channel. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of a sandy islet. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and horse. A crowd throngs the bridge, an eclectic menagerie of clean-coated valiants, Aumaua in bright and colourful robes, and even the odd Orlan. Down the hill, by the water's edge, a small cluster of Aumaua have gathered. We could walk, we could approach the Aumaua. Yeah, let's ask the Aumaua. From the shore, you see that the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The one are gathered here, garbed in thin robes and little else. Oh, they are water shavers. They watch as you approach. One steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colors than those around her. She raises an eyebrow. You look an islander, born and bred, but you're no Wana. She nods towards the bridge. If you come to watch, the better viewings from the bridge. Oh, nice. What's this all about? The arc of her hand describes first the swimmers, then the waters, then the islet on the other side. They challenge the Ozark Channel. The rains fell and the waters run swift. They must swim swifter yet. For each who finishes, there is honor. For the one who wins, there is more. We should examine the competitors. Gurstine should do that. She looks over to the Aumaua, eyes lingering on a heavily muscled bald woman, a lean blonde man, and a gangly young man in his late teens. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, being both strong and compact. Stands the best chance of winning. She chuckles, a flat hand upon her stomach. The one Gati favors as sure as the tide. But you don't miss her glance towards the wiry blonde Aumaua. She thinks him well. Well, we'd like to join the race. Several of the gathered Huana chuckle. The woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly. Challenging Osa is always done by Aumaua to prove strength and stamina in the water. Stay afraid it might be too much for another kith. So you're afraid of losing. Or watcher only check. Oh, goodness me. Are you afraid of losing? One of the swimmers snorts. We fear nothing, Elcga. Let the foreign godlike swim. The woman turns back to you. If you wish swim, then swim you should. She nods and motions you towards the channel. Then go join the others at the water's edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks, and they will warm you after. I have to get naked for this? She shrugs, the faint hint of a grin, twisting her lips. We require nothing. Okay. Keeping the clothes on for speed? No. Let's go to the water and strip down. Let's do it like everyone does it. You shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay your belongings on the rocks. The swimmers slip out of their own robes and choose places on the stone outcroppings overlooking the channel. Each Aumaua's tightly muscled skin glimmers slightly, as if dusted with shavings of silver. The woman stands to the side. When my hand falls, then you go. First to the bend takes the prize. She lifts her hand above her head. You spring off the stone and crash into the cool, crisp salt water with the other swimmers. You kick against a powerful current, expertly reaching one hand after the other to pull yourself through the water, parting it like a knife. The others fall behind. One of the Wana, you notice, struggles to remain in the pack. No, he's struggling just to stay above water. His desperate gasps carry down the channel. Now, come on, we'll help him. Help him to the shore. You wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer, and he has the withal not to struggle against you as you swim him towards land. You pull yourself onto the rocky shore and help him up behind you. The large bald woman pulls ahead and reaches the goal first. The crowd roars as she walks onto the far shore, fists raised victoriously. The young swimmer squeezes your arm. Many thanks, Elcga. The crowd on the bridge thins and the commotion dies down. Your journey continues. Yeah, sometimes it's better. Let's go to the small fishing village. Ah, we get a 50% discount. Oh, that's so nice. Let's just buy everything they have, right? We don't need water, I think. Or should we? I might as well. Trade that. What is there? Up here? Nothing much. Okay. Let's return to the ship. And that's for Deadlight, but that might be the Swashbuckler Reef. You never know. Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe not the reef. Then let's get back to the reef. Maybe here, that island. I don't know exactly. We'll have to watch. Where have we been? What is this island even? It's free of everything yet. Maybe let's go down here. Where we haven't been, actually. Oh, we have to pass this? Okay. Oh, there's more. Oh, goodness me. There's a storm. Now this is rather the East Reef. And we've been here. Do we know the Swashbuckler Reef? No. I guess it's not west enough. Let's sail back here. We have been at the cavern of Xautuktuk and the Oathbinder's Sanctum. Huh. Then let's try for this again. Sometimes you just have to sail, right? Deadfire merchant. If we were pirates, we would have rich bounty here. The well-weathered Cormio. I don't know. Yeah, let's actually sail over here. What is that? Ah, that's the well-weathered Cormio. Alright, indeed. But we don't have a bounty on him, I think. We'll just sail around here a bit to see what we can find. This god-forsaken part of the... Ooh! A freaking storm. What is that? A murk water lagoon. That's maybe a little bit hard. Let's look at our ship. Water and heart attack it is. The morale is still good enough. You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. You're not long at sea when Chitopek appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Begging your pardon, Captain. Been at sea a while now, but you've not been in a state fit for speaking for most of it. Sailor glances over her shoulder, then back to you. This crew is going to be taking your orders. You might want to make a proper introduction. Let everyone know what you're about. Are you saying I've got something to worry about? No, Captain, it's just tradition and the sociable thing to do, Chitopek chuckles. Alright, we'll address the crew. Chitopek calls the crew together on deck. The small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates, and sit against the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto the deck. After years away, I've returned to the warm, wide waters of the Deadfire. It's good to be back. Now this is a crew. Can you believe that statue in my room said you all were nothing to look at? Yeah, let's start with this. Now this is a crew. The gathered sailors chuckle and Eld Engrim's laughter collapses into an involuntary snort. The captain isn't talking about you, Eld Engrim, Eothas calls, inspiring a second round of amusement. Let's see. We're not pirates and we're not raiders. I'm not sure about that. We'll not suffer insubordination. Yeah, you know, ship isn't boards and sails, it's all of you. I'll give you everything I've got as a captain. I expect the same from you. Aye, Captain. Eothas cheers, sparking chuckles. Chitopek slaps and the rest of the crew join in, smiling and nodding. Little Luca steps forward. Pardon me asking, Captain, but what exactly is ship's mission in the Deadfire? We're after the gods' damn plunder and booty. You know. Eothas leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. It's up to us to set things right. Eldengrim whispers a prayer, but not all the same. Chitopek steps forward. To good work done well and coin fairly earned. Eothas cheers and the other mates smile and nod. Crew split up, returning to their duties as a ship. Your ship sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. To the unknown. Ooh. The unknown. I mean, Hasongo is something. We could visit Hasongo. Let's see. Where did we have to go now for Hasongo? Kaizo, not really. Northwest, rather. Dunwich, Hasongo. I learned that Eothas has been spotted near Hasongo. Or we could go to the island of Crooksburg. That would be better, maybe. in a princely haven called Dunwich, on the island of Crooksburg. And what's the Steel Preacher? Dunwich is here. Songo is here. Yeah, let's go west. Life is peaceful there. In the open sea and air. High Merchant. You're founding a republic. Whoa! What's going on here? There's an abandoned village. That's interesting. What will we find there? Mirlesfen, the truly insane, has an ironclad. What will we find in that village? The farming fields surrounding this village are barren and sun-baked. Its small orchard of quickie trees is dry, their fruits shriveled like raisins. As you approach the village, you find it empty, a fine dust having long settled on every surface. Search it. Search it and search it. We find sponge and a cloak of deflection. 4 deflection even. Tar loaves. We've found a lot. And the crew is also on the island, so that's fine. Dour old Forwin. Let's be very, very careful. So, Dunwich it is. Let us see. So, Ferrante seems to be here. Let's talk to him and see what he wants. Dunwich. Summer 2828. We arrived at Dunwich and had no clue where to go.
It's awful. The Green Menace? That I did. Made me want to poke out my eyes.
We found an interesting looking woman.
Me for a buttered slice of hard sack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreathes her face. Do I know you?
Of course not, but I know you like I know the curve of my 11th toe.
I know you like I know the curve of my 11th toe. She winks and shuffles closer. That's kind of creepy.
The Watcher, captain of a mighty ship, god chaser and fiend slayer. Must be expensive sustaining a reputation like that, eh?
She wraps her fingers together.
I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
She sticks the pipe in the side of her mouth and grins, showing a mouth full of yellow teeth. What makes you think I'm interested?
Saying you're not? Me? I hear you divert coin like my second husband to the bottom of a cask.
She plucks the pipe from her mouth and leans in to scrutinize you.
Never mind where I heard it. I heard it all the same, eh? Word gets round faster than pox. So, we have a deal?
Where do your bounties come from, by the way? She takes the pipe from her mouth and glances away, sighing through her nose.
Better if you don't ask.
Why not?
Because the Deadfire's in a big, ugly power play, it is. And not everyone gets quartered for being in the game. One captain, she's a piece, standing 20 rounds distant from the real players. Another, he's a means to some unknowable end. Who's to say why they both need to die?
She gestures with her pipe in a broad circular motion.
And the type of clients he pays for the red worker scuttling. They don't blow the gaff to the elf.
She points first to you and then back to her before wedging the pipe back between her teeth. So what bounties do you have,
You
then?
would be fast friends, I did.
She claps you on the shoulder and grins, her pipe wagging in her teeth.
You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first. One of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold.
All right, I'll take the
Of
bounty.
course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a voyager early muster in the waters north of Nekataka and south of Sayuka.
I got some
Have
questions. Okay, nothing. Nothing more. Let's see. Chonu. Where's Chonu? Chonu. Here in the northwest. Very nice. So let's look further into the Lifter's Refuge. Interesting. What's going on here? Ah, there's something to take. Some nice things for the ship. A neglected pig. Oh, we cannot let that here. Chauncey will graze rather than hit more often. Yeah, the enemy weapons. That's good. Look at that. Does this man need something, maybe? And what's in here? Some hardtack. We'll give that to him. Hey there. A large Aumaua sailor sits on the docks, broad shoulders hunched forward, back bowed. When he shifts, his blue-green skin ripples over his hulking muscles.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol. I can't even swing a sword accurately now.
Maybe we can heal you.
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
What's your story?
Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, eh? He sighs heavily, big shoulders hunched.
I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
He waves one massive hand in front of his sightless
Didn't
eyes.
lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one will have me for work.
Well, here you go.
Hunter's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
And what are these people? You find a woman of early middle years, dressed fine, if dirty, armor adorned with bright purple piping. A pair of long scars bisect her brow and jaw. Though she stands at ease, a nervous energy thrums through her.
Fair day, traveler.
She grins broadly, a joyful twinkle lighting her eyes.
Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Tell me about yourself.
Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
The field?
The living lands most off, but the Deadfire as well of late. And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a Lady of Luxury's afternoon luncheon, in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
Do you often get into trouble then?
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Eothas, the skimps.
So here, it's dangerous here, what?
If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
She laughs. Get any good stories out of it, at least?
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see?
She pulls back her hair and shows you a mangled ear. It looks like something's had a good chew on it.
Lost an entire research team along with the ear.
What on Mike
Rather
Tyson?
a long day that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all. I found her, though, mostly intact even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it, aye. But I do go on, don't I?
She laughs gaily, her hands splayed across her chest. Will you teach me what you've learned in your time exploring the living lands?
Pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all. I'm gonna pack your brain with so much knowledge, you're gonna have a headache for a week. All I need from you is 3,000 copper.
Well, here you go.
Excellent. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Yeah. She starts first with a practical training, how to move silently through bush, when and how best to hide, how to step so as to muffle the sounds of your feet. Satisfied, she moves on to a high-level explanation of various theories of knowledge. She seems to have quite a passion for epistemology and goes on for an excruciatingly long time before at last sending you on your way. Learned case training. Nice. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And Carlo Fortuny, a trim man in practical, well-crafted leathers, watches you from the corner of his eyes. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corners of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
Cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale?
He rubs thoughtfully at the stubble along his jaw.
Well,
Tell me about
I
yourself.
was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age.
As Carlo speaks, his previously strong Walian accent begins to fall away, and his voice takes on the characteristic twang of the Deerwood.
I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake.
Go on. Gives you a small smile and an easy shrug of his shoulders.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings. But they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta.
Oh,
I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics.
What a shame. Yeah, we're talking of the... so he feels better.
Indeed. But I should have asked better questions of my employers. And now I'm here, kicking my heels in the Deadfire, where no one knows my name and with few prospects before me. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well. I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
Why do you speak like a Walian?
It is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those around you, yes?
He winks. Can you teach me what you learned in the Walian Republics?
Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper.
All right, here you go.
Well done.
He smiles. He shows you a trick for lifting a man's coin purse from his belt. Between demonstrations, he also gives you tips for negotiating with even the most hard-headed of merchants. You thank him and turn away. Just as you're about to leave, he tosses a coin purse to you with a laugh.
You nearly forgot something.
The coin purse he tossed you is your own. We've learned Carlo's training. Nice. And lost all our copper, of course. So we'll explore this more in the next episode. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.